Today happens to be the birth anniversary of former minister, former leader of opposition and my good friend Dr. Kashinath Jalmi. When I took over as the leader of opposition, I had said that I will keep in front of my eyes work done by Dr. Kashinath Jalmi as the leader of opposition, and work which I have seen very closely. In fact, he was considered as one of the knowledgeable person with respect to constitution and anti-defection law. It was Dr. Kashinath Jalmi who gave a historical judgment which said that speaker cannot be a part of the defection. And his particular judgment was even upheld by the Honorable Supreme Court, thereby proving that Dr. Kashinath Jalmi had an authority to study and to deliberate such type of judgments. Today, in spite of the mandate given by the people, the elected representatives violate that mandate. We elect a representative for 5 years. Our mandate given by the people to the elected representatives is very clear. In spite of that, elected representatives start defecting. Our former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, he saw that during those days, 1/3 members of the Legislative Assembly used to come together and go for defection. That was creating lots of problems. Lots of governments were being changed in overnight. And he brought this anti-defection law at that time, which made it mandatory that you must have 2/3 of the majority of the Legislative Assembly or elected representatives of the legislature party and a split in the main party. Now, these are some of the guidelines which are part of the new anti-defection law. But lately we are seeing that people are coming together and they are defecting. So we feel there is a high time that a fresh look has to be taken towards this anti-defection law. One option before that is such matters, such cases shall be referred directly to the High Court or the Supreme Court for an express judgment. Then the judgment should be given within a period of 60 days, something like that, so that people come to know their fate immediately. Second option is if somebody has difference of opinion with respect to his party, with respect to his party leadership, he has an option to resign and seek fresh mandate of the people, so that once for all the matter is resolved. But under no circumstances, people who have elected for them for 5 years, they have a right to change this in between and go for defection. This should be curbed at any cost, and I think we should work to bring in a consensus at the national level to see that these type of defections are stopped at any cost. Keeping all these factors in mind, I am moving a private member's resolution in the Legislative Assembly of Goa suggesting that this House should resolve to recommend to the central government to make necessary changes in the anti-defection law which will stop all such type of defections. And I appeal to all my colleagues in the Legislative Assembly of Goa to unanimously support this bill.